Okay. Okay, so I was just talking about no right. See, in this video, what are we going to do? We are going to do the post build activities of a computer. So you have already built a computer now, okay? And once you install the computer, there are a couple of checks you need to do. One is you need to verify what is my computer name. Once you verify that computer name, if the computer name is not as per the company standard, you have to rename the computer. That is the first thing. Okay. And then you have to verify the IP address. Okay. I was just telling you, right? For all the servers, the IP address should be static. And for the computers, if you have less number of computers, if you don't have DHCP in the organization, then you have to manually add it. If you have the DHCP server available, then the DHCP will automatically add the IP address to the client machines. Okay, then you have to make that verify that IP address, whether the IP address is static or dynamic. So in our lab, what are we going to do? We will make that IP address static because I want you to know have the I mean hands on to how to make the IP address static and dynamic. Okay, that one. And then you need to verify the time zone, and you also need to check whether my time zone is correct or not. Okay, because you are sitting in India, what if you have kept the time zone as UK and US, right? There is a time difference will be there, so you need to correct that. And then the last one is how to add a computer to the domain. So these are the four things we need to verify. Okay, and to check the name of a computer, okay, we need to go to the file explorer and go to the this PC and go to properties of the this PC. So once you go there, you can see the naming of the computer. Okay, so you get this computer properties, and you can see this is the name of the device. This is the device name. See, it is like desktop iPhone KSJHOMU. Correct, na? So this is the naming convention, but this is not the standard one. Okay, this is not the standard naming one. So what we have to do, we need to, and we can also see the name in a different method also. Okay, this is the graphics one I was just explaining, right? So if you want to see the name via command prompt, go to the command prompt, go to the run cmd, type the command called cmd, and then the command prompt will be open. See, this is the console where you can do all the operations, whatever the operations that you can do by using the graphics or the UI, right? All those things can be done in the command prompt as well. Okay, see, just simply go there and type a command called host name. When you type the command called host name and hit enter, you can see the name of the computer. See how easy it is. Correct, na? But now you know that this device is not as per the naming standard. Okay, you cannot make out any information here. You can make out this is a desktop, but you cannot know what is this machine, who is using this machine, and which location this machine belongs to. Correct, right? That information, it is not. You cannot remember this also. Okay, you cannot make out any information out of it, and you cannot remember it also. So then I need to rename the computer. Okay, to rename the computer, what we have to do? We have to go to this same my computer properties, and you see this system advanced settings. Click on this system advanced settings. Once you click on the system advanced settings, you can see this computer name tab here. Click on this computer name tab, and then you see an option called, see, this is the work group and the computer name is this one. And just below this you can see an option called change. Now you want to select this change option. Once you click on this change option, see, you can see this is now allowing you to change the name. Okay, so this is the UI method, but I would like to show in the command prompt as well. Okay, see, it is very, if you want to rename, there's long term. Okay, see, you have to click on this file explorer. Again, you have to go on this PC, click on this and right click, go to properties, and then here click on the my computer name. See, here you have to go to the system advanced system settings, and then again go here computer name. Okay, and then change option. Correct, now this is like 7 8 clicks are there. So rather doing that one, you can directly go to that option. If you go to the command prompt, right click on this window style option, go to the run option and type command. Okay, or you can just right click on this tile and directly open the command prompt also. Okay, so then type a command called sysdm.cpl, means system domain management .cpl. Hit enter and you see directly you get the same option. Correct na? Directly it comes to the computer name. Now just click on this change and just rename the computer. Probably I'm gonna rename this computer like W10. Okay, or maybe PC01. 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 Okay, now if you say okay, the computer will be now getting renamed. Okay, once the computer is renamed, so all the registry values and inside the wherever the name is there now, that has to be replaced. To do that, what we have to do, we have to restart the computer. Okay, I'm not going to do anything, but automatically the computer will get restart. See, you must restart your computer to apply these changes. Means the computer is requesting you to restart so that the required the whatever changes you made, right, that will take effect. The computer goes down now. Okay, you can see it is restarting. Once the restart is done, okay, the computer will comes up and again you go to the command prompt and run a command called host name. Okay, then you see the new name of the computer. Okay, so this will take 20-30 seconds or less than a minute. We need to wait for this to happen. Okay, so I was just telling you that how to rename the computer, na? So once you rename the computer, you can verify that in the command prompt. But now I would like to show you how to check an IP address of a computer. Okay, so there is a command actually. Okay, there are various ways of checking an IP address of a computer. First one is you need to go to the command prompt. Once you go to the command prompt here, then you need to run a command called ipconfig. Okay, when you do the ipconfig command, you can see you have the computer has got the IP address and you can see it here. The IP address is 192.168.190.50 and subnet mask is this one and default gateway is this one. Okay, and the DNS IP address is not visible. So to check the DNS DNS address also in the same command, what you can do ipconfig space slash all. If you use this command, you will get more options. Okay, when you say ipconfig, you can only see four options here. Correct? Huh? Link IPv6, IPv4, subnet mask, and default gateway. But when you say ipconfig and slash all, you get even more larger information. See, you can see the IP address of the computer, subnet mask, default gateway. Okay, and see the DNS address is also there 192.168.190.50. Correct? Na? So that is how you can identify the IP address of a computer. Now, to make the IP address static, okay, now you know this whether this IP address is static or dynamic. You wanted to check. So to check that, you need to go to the network interface card of the computer. Okay, how to go to the network interface card of the computer? It is ncpa.cpl. Okay, network control panel.cpl. When you say run this command, okay, or you can do that graphics also. Here you can see this computer option down below. Okay, right click on this, open network and sharing center. Okay, and then go to the change adapter settings and you see network ethernet 0. This is the network interface card. So network interface card, it is nothing but it's a device. Okay, in this device the IP address will be, we are going to assign the IP address in this so that the
Sir,
computer.
you're not audible.
Am I not audible, guys?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, maybe you have some network glitch there. Okay, so this is the network interface card. Okay, in this we are going to add the IP address. Okay, so that the computer will be there in the network. If somebody asks you what is this Ethernet card or network interface card or NIC card, you can tell NIC card or interface network interface card. It is a device. Okay, in which we will assign the IP address to a computer or the laptop. okay, or the desktop, okay. So now just right click on this Ethernet 0, go to properties, and you see here Internet Protocol version 4 and Internet Protocol version 6. So I will explain you maybe in day after tomorrow's class. Okay, what is IP address, all those stuff. Okay, now in this class, you just have to select this Internet Protocol version 4. IP means it is Internet Protocol. Version 4 means we are using the version 4 IP address. So that is the reason TCP IPv4. Okay, double click on that. Okay, and once you see double click on this, you can see two options here. One is obtain an IP address automatically, and the second one is use the following IP address. Okay, so if the first option is clicked, obtain an IP address automatically, that means the DHCP server will give the IP address automatically to this computer. But I told you for the servers, we should not use the DHCP IP address. We should always use the static IP address. Okay. And that is why I just came here and I've added the IP address in the second option. Use the following IP address. It will be like this. See, if you click on use the following IP address, it will get open there. You have to enter the IP address. Okay. Like 192.168.190. What is IP address? 50. Correct? Na? And 50. So if you press tab in the keyboard, this is the subnet mask that automatically populated. That depends on the class of the IP address. I'll explain you that IP address classes, you will understand there. And then the default gateway. So default gateway means it is also a point in the network, okay, to this computer. Whatever traffic comes or goes out of this network, now that will go via this one. It is normally the router IP address. So if you have internet at home, you will have the router. The traffic, whatever traffic you are browsing or you uploading, downloading, everything comes in that router itself. So that router will have an IP address. That router IP we call it as default gateway. Okay, here in my case it is 192 dot 168 dot 168 dot 190 dot 2. This is my default gateway or the router IP address. This is how you will assign the IP address statically for longer time. Okay, so now you learned two things. This is clear, huh? How to make the IP address dynamic and static. Okay, so now you understood that one. Let me go to the PC. Oh, it is also updating. It is also updating. That is why it is taking time. Okay, no problem. Any question here?